Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And it's Friday, so there was a crossword masterclass by Simon going through the Times Cryptic today on the channel. And excellent it was too. So do have a look at that if you're interested in the crossword content. And if you are, there's lots more on Patreon where you can watch me compete with the Times monthly club special. Absolutely mad crossword full of the most arcane vocabulary. And also we do some listeners occasionally and maybe other cryptic crosswords. And one that is available there at the moment is the listener that happened recently by Sabre, 2-in-1, which was absolute, had an extraordinary grid. Oh, it's well worth a look if you've got the time. And of course on Patreon we have gridogram and connections videos as well. And every month we bring you a new Sudoku hunt on the first of the month with multiple Sudoku puzzles to try. And if you like multiple Sudoku puzzles to try, our apps are also extraordinarily good value with, well, what's relevant to today? 3 things today. Classic, no, not classic, Killer Sudoku, Arrow Sudoku, and Chess Sudoku, which you will see when we get to the rules of today's puzzle. We've also, of course, got a bit of merch if you wanted to deck yourself out in your CTC finery. And we urge you to look at the links under the video to check out that as well. We will be streaming on Monday, I've just heard. We will be going back, having completed, I can't believe I can say this, having completed the blueprints. We are going back to the Artisans of Glimeth game, I think, which was really fascinating. It's got a great name anyway. And I will look forward to you joining us perhaps on Monday evening at 10 p.m. our time, 5 p.m. New York time. Do swing by and say hello. And we'll be interacting together and trying to do something in that game. There we go. We had a break last week, but we're back. So let's see what we have in store today in a puzzle by Vitre, who's new to us. I think this is only their 4th puzzle on Logic Masters Germany or similar, and it's called Chasing Steeples. We like a good steeplechase. Right, the rules are as follows. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That means the numbers 1 to 9 will go once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Digits in a cage sum to the number shown, so these two will sum to 6. There is an anti-knight restriction, so the same digit cannot exist in 2 cells and knights move apart. And I have Knighty McKnightface out in front of me to try and remind me of that should I forget. Then there's 1 arrow where those 3 cells on the arrow will sum to the number in the circle, and that is the extent of the rules. There's nothing else. So it's a relatively straightforward to understand puzzle. Will it be relatively straightforward to solve? Let's find out. And restart the clock. Let's get cracking. So we have 2 giveaway cages that are 3 for 2 cells. That must be a 1-2 pair. Now, there's some 17 cages, so they're 9/8. Now, what I was going to do was to look at this cage. And this is one of the secrets of Knights Move Sudoku. Let's colour those light blue and these yellow. The same digits cannot appear in light blue and yellow because light blue sees, or this cell, row 1, column 3, sees that cell by regular Sudoku in the row and that one by Knight's Move. And this sees that one by Knight's Move and that one by regular Sudoku. And that means that these digits cannot coexist with those. They can't be the same. So this cage now, without a 1 or a 2 in it and adding up to 7, must be a 3-4 pair. And this 6 cage obeys the same rule. It can't have 4 or 3 in it. So you can't make it up as 4-2. It has to be 5-1. Actually, then we can, oh, well, look, we can use the same principle on the 7 cage from this 3 cage. Actually, there's 2 ways to determine the constituents of this 7 cage. One is by doing this same thing again with the Knight's Move standard constraint and saying that can't use 1 or 2. But the other is saying it can't use 1 or 5 because they've already been used in the box. And there are 3 ways you can make up 7, 1, 6, which is now ruled out, 2, 5, which is now ruled out, and 3, 4. So that must be 3, 4. Now, here's a 13 cage next to a 17 cage, and that can't have 9 or 8 in it. So when I say next to, luckily I don't mean right next to, which could actually contain 9, 8. I mean in this knight's move position away. And this 14 cage now can't have a 6 in it, you're right. So that's a 5, 9 pair. This 13 cage can be determined either from 9, 8 cage there or from this 5, 9 and must contain 6, 7. This 12 cage can't have a 3 or a 4 in it. Oh, and also it can't have a 9 or an 8 in it. So it's 5, 7. And I bet we can do this. It's a 3, 5 cage if it can't have 1 or 2 or 6 or 7. So not very hard, knowing that knight's move wrinkle, to fill the cages with candidates. And that's a start. Now, this digit, for instance, sees 1, 5, 3, 4, 8, 9, and a 5, 7 pair. So it can't be 7. It must be 2 or 6. Let's go round the corners of the Phistomefel ring. And then I will tell you about potato head. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. This is 2 or 4. This one sees 6, 7, 3, 5, 1, 2, and 9. So that's 4 or 8. This one sees 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 9 down there. So that's 6 or 8. Now, I don't know if we're going to need to explain this, but I will briefly tell you this is the Phistomefel ring and always contains exactly the same digits, as we have proven many times, as these cells. Now that may matter in this puzzle, or it may not. I have no idea. What also happens with this Phistomefel ring, though, when you have either a knight's move or a diagonal, a 2 main diagonals constraint, is that you get in a situation where this ring has to contain at least 8 of the different 9 Sudoku digits. I'm not going to explain how we know this unless I have to use it. But in a knight's move puzzle, it does contain at least 8 of them. If there is a digit it's missing, that digit goes in the central cell. And that's just a fascinating thing that, as far as I know, Potato Head on our Discord server discovered and publicized. And it's just a bizarre constraint. And Simon has proved it in a video for Numberphile particularly, which really focuses on that, both for the knight's move and the diagonal constraint, where it's a slightly different proof for each, and it's utterly beautiful and worth looking at, even if we're not going to use it in this puzzle. I'll tell you what we are going to use is the central cell. Look what's looking at the central cell: a 1, 2 pair, a 3, 4 pair, a 6, 7 pair, and an 8, 9 pair. That central cell has to be 5. That's been available almost from the get-go. That is, therefore, actually not going to appear in this ring, and every other digit will, which is fascinating. I mean, it's cool. And it probably doesn't matter for the solve, but it's just a weird Sudoku anomaly. Right. What next? These even digits, I'm very tempted to start colouring for parity. That's a weird thing to do in a puzzle like this. These have a curious property, though. Look at this blue digit. If that was 8, this digit would have to be 4. This one would become 2, and that would become 6. So if that was 8, we would work anti-clockwise round the grid, fixing the other ones. If instead it was 6, look, we'd work clockwise around the grid. That would be 2, that would be 4, that would be 8. This puzzle has a disturbing amount of symmetry. I mean, you can see it from the cages, but even the way the numbers are falling, it's really interesting. I don't quite know what we're finding, but this digit is not a 1. There's an X-wing on ones. Right, an X-wing, this concept is a very simple concept that gets a fancy term. Now, one of these digits is a 1, one of these digits is a 1. That's going to use both ones for rows 1 and 2. So there's got to be a 1 in row 3, and that has to be in one of these cells. And we've used up the ones in row 1 and 2. This digit can't be a 1. It also can't be 3 or 4. So let's say initially it could be 2, 5, or 6. We know not to go higher than that, because adding 3 digits to get to 1 Sudoku digit can't take you above a 6 when they all have to be different. That can't even be a 6. If that was a 6, these would have to be a 1-2 pair, and that won't work for this cell. So this is either 5 or 2. This could be a 1-5-3 set. Yeah, it can't actually add up to 8 now, because 8 is either a combination of 1, 2, 5, and you'll see those are in those cells in the row, or 1, 3, 4, and you can only get one of 3 or 4 into this group. So this can't be, oh, it could be 7, 1, 2, 4, or 6. Oh, that's weird. So we get 6, 7, or 9 in the circle, I think. Look, there are digits missing from this column. 3 and 7 are both going to have to go in these cells. What about this row, 1 and 9? What about this column, 3 and 7 again? And this row, actually 1 and 9. Ah, but we've got a 9 X-wing down here. And that is going to mean that one of these two digits is a 9, because only one of these two can be a 9. One of these two must be a 9 on the other cage. And whichever one it is, think about the knight's move, it's going to see this cell, whether it's there or there. So this cell can't be a 9. And that works with 3 over here, with 7 over this side, yes, and with 1 at the top. So that digit can't be 1. I mean, the symmetry is staggering. Maybe it's really only the arrow that breaks up the crazy symmetry. If this was a 5, this would be a 1. It would have to be 1, 5, 3 on the arrow and a 9. If this was a 2, oh, it doesn't work at all if this is a 2. That digit would be 1, and this would be 5, and these would be 2 plus 5 plus at least 3. So this digit is not a 2. There's our first non-central digit in the puzzle. It's another 5, and it gives us a third 5, which gives us a 1 and a 2 and a 1. And that 1 sees this cell and says, you're not a 1 by knight's move. So we've found the 1 in row 3. And then we've limited the 1 in row 7. And this can't be 1, 5, 4. It must be 1, 5, 3 equals 9. That, no. 2, 3, 1, 5, 9. One of these two is a 7. Ah, okay, this is quite... Oh no, I was going to come up with a very convoluted proof of why 4's in one of those digits. And it's very simple. There's a 4 there and a 4 there. One of these two is a 4. If we could, yeah, we've got other trios. 3, 3, there's a 3 somewhere near the top. We've done 5s, maybe not anymore. Okay, what can we do next? I mean, this arrow was a sort of symmetry breaker, so maybe it's not surprising that's given us the most information. I'm not sure what we do next, actually. That 9 sees all of these cells. That can't be a 9 because of this 8-9 pair. So now there's an, oh, there's a 9 in one of, in fact, we can place 9 in this box. Sorry. If I'd noted that 8-9 pair and that 8-9 pair, as well as this 9, which sees that cell by knight's move, is very obvious. There's a 9 there. Then we have a 9 in one of these 3 cells. Now, this is a little knight's move wrinkle. There must be a 9 in one of those 2. Actually, that's kind of obvious by what we've done in column 5. But anyway, there must be a 9 in one of those 2, because if you try and put 9 in 2 of those 3, something is broken given the knight's move. Right. 3 can't be in those cells. So one of these 2 digits is a 3. Nine doesn't reach these. Oh, okay. Remember what I said about these digits that are on the corners of the Phistomefel ring? So one of these 2 is going to have to be 8, because either this is 8 itself, or alternatively, if it's 6, that's 2, that's 4, that's 8. So one of these 2 is an 8, and they both see this one by knight's move, so that can't be an 8. And that works over this side as well. One of these 2 is a 2. And again, just think about if that was a 6, you'd go 8, 4, 2 as you go around the ring. And so one of them is a 2, and that can't be a 2, must be a 1. This 9 sees that cell at least, so the 9s are now disposed either there or there. Two, 3, 5, 1, 9, and 7. These are from 4, 6, 8. That can't be 8. And this is a little triple. That means these are 3 and 9. And we know the order because we've got a 9 down here. Now there's got to be a 3 in one of these cells. It's got to be a 1 in one of these 2. Two is either there or there in box 3 because of this. And they both see that cell. So if you imagine trying to put a 2 in this cell, there'd be nowhere left in box 3 to put a 2. So that's not 2, and nor are these because of this. So 2 in box 2 is confined to column 4. And then 2 down here is in one of these 4, which are almost incompatible with a 2 there, but not quite. 2 and 2 could coexist here. Wow, it's got a bit sticky now, hasn't it? 7 is in one of these 3. I don't know. This digit sees 4, 3, 1, 5, 6, 7, but it also sees 2. So that's 8 or 9. This one sees 4, 3, 1, 5, 7. Can this be any of 2, 6, 8, or 9? That's... I'll tell you what it can't be. It can't be 8, because 8 is confined to one of those 2 cells, and they both see that position. So 8 is now in one of these 2 in row 4. That means this can't be 8, because they both see it. That's quite interesting. Oh, yeah. They both see it. That sees 8 from there. So, I mean, I could fill in 2, 6, 7 as candidates here. I'm not sure it's doing me any good. I do think the top of this grid is where I'm meant to be making progress, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it's very obvious where I'm meant to be making progress. Maybe I should have unwound these blue cells. Oh, there is something going on with the blue cells. if this one is 8, yeah, this is good. If this cell is 8, that's a 6, this is 4, and then 4 can't sit in these 3 cells. The alternative is that that's 4, and then 4 can't sit in these 3 cells. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's good, but it's something. 4 is in one of those cells. Where is the 4 in column 1? It's in one of those 3. Now, it's certainly not in this one, which sees both positions for 4 there. So 4 is in one of these 2. But if it was here, wouldn't we have this same problem over again? That would be 8. Yeah. If that was 4, this would be 8, that would be 6. And this cell couldn't be anything because it would see both 4 and 6. This is what the Knight's move sometimes does. So let me go through this again. There's no 4 in this column. If it was in one of these cells, well, sorry, there is only one place for 4 in this column, and it's here in yellow. If it was in one of these cells, that would be 8, that would be 6, and this would see both 4 and 6. If it was there, that would be 8. That would be 6. This would see both 4 and 6 there and there. If it was here, it would not leave anywhere for 4 in box 1. So the only place for 4 is the yellow cell. And this one is not 4. And now this is a 6-8 pair, both looking at that cell, which can't be 6, and both looking at this cell, which can't be 6. That one sees it by Knight's move and that one directly. And now we've reduced these to a chocolate teapot quadruple, a name we use to suggest that it's useless as a quadruple, because although we've pencil marked every cell down to just 2 candidates, each one allows a different fill-in of the grid. So if that was a 6, this would be 8, 9, 2. If that was a 2, this would be 9, 8, 6. And we can't therefore resolve them. I mean, it's not useless, it's just a little annoying. These are from 6, 7, 8. Now, what else have we learned? 6 and 8 are both looking at that cell, which can't be a 6. So the 6 in column 1 is in one of these 2. I don't see what that does. Oh, look, if this digit was a 6, here we go. We're going to unwind the Phistomefel blue corners now. If this was a 6, that would put 6 here in box 1. And where could 6 go in box 2? That cell would see those and that by Knight's move. That would see that and that by Knight's move. There'd be nowhere. So that digit is a 2. And now we go around clockwise, filling in those blue cells. And that's an 8. Let's get rid of the blue now because it was lovely. It was very entertaining, that stuff. Now that 8 sees this cell. That 6, 2 lets us finish off that chocolate teapot triple, which are now very useful. This is 6 or 7, so's this. 2 can only go here in box 2 now. This is 6 or 7. I feel like I should know which one, but I don't. Sorry, I'm getting perilously close to a coughing fit now. 4, 3, 8, 5, 6, 7, and 2. This digit is 1 or 9. Oh, in fact, 9 sees that and places 9 here. That was what we did earlier. We're left with a 1, 2 pair down here in the column. These are now 3, 4, 7. The middle digit can't be a 7 because of this pair, which must include a 7. Now, this group, I mean, all of these trios are sort of restricted now. In fact, we know exactly where 9 goes here, which is there. And this digit is 1 or 2. Here we have 3, 7, 6 in some order. The middle one here couldn't be a 3 because of those 2. So the other digits in the box are 4, 5, 8. They all see that cell. Oh, 2 can't be there. We placed 2 here. Right. I'm still surprised I couldn't do that 6-7 pair. Probably I should have been able to unwind this. Now, down here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 still to put in this box. I'm never afraid to pencil mark up to 4 digits at a time. So 5's on this side of the box, 3, 4, 8, I don't know. This box we've got 1, 2, 7, 6 left to go. 1 on the right, 2 on the left, 7 and 6, I don't know. This has not been quite as forthcoming as I was expecting. These digits are from 6, 7, 8. I thought we'd be past pencil marking a bit now. I might still have heavy solving to do, which will serve me right. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So 6 can't be there. Now let's look at these columns. 5, 1, 9. We need a 2 in this column. Yes, we need a 2 in the column, and whichever cell it's in, this digit becomes a 1. Yeah, that's fine. Then we need a 1 in this row. Five, 1, 2, 8 sees that one by Knight's Move. 9 sees this cell by Knight's Move. That's the sort of thing we should have been doing. That sorts out 5, 9. I bet something sees, well, yes, no, 5 doesn't see a 6 or a 7. Oh. And I get stuck again. 4 and 8 both see this cell, though that pair, so that's a 3. And these aren't. Oh, I don't know what I've done there. Right, this can't be a 5, so we found 5 in the box. This is now a 4, 8 pair that are literally unresolved. Okay, back into this column. It's only 2 that's missing. In this column, 3 needs to be placed somewhere. That 3 is looking at that cell. So 3 is going to be in one of these 2. And 3 can't be here or here. One of these 2 is 3. Still work to do. Well, something to spot. I don't know what it is. The potato head theorem is fully proved. 3, 4, 7, 6, 9, 8, 1, 2, all in the ring. And I bet that's another set of them. It is. The symmetry here is great, actually. I just don't know what it does. I never quite get how I'm meant to be being helped by the symmetry. 1, 1. One of these is 1. That 1 sees this cell by Knight's Move. Oh, and a 4, 8 pair sees this cell as well. So this cell is a 2. That means we can place 4 in the box here. That sees this by Knight's Move. 3 and 1 are resolved by ordinary Sudoku, and now this can't be a 1 and this one is. The 2 must be here in the box. The 6, 7 pair is not resolved. Right, but something must have happened in this box. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. These can't be 1s. We can place 1. Then we can place 2, because that sees both of them using the Knight's Move. This is 5 and 6, and that 5 by the good old Nighty McKnightface resolves which way round they go. 7 looks at this cell by Knight's Move, so this becomes 7. I can't see that 3 and 4 there are resolved by Knight's Move, but this can't be 7 now. 5, this can't be 5 in the row. And that can't be 6, so that's 3. 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 9. 2 must be here in the row. And this digit is not 3, it's 4 or 8, it's 4 specifically. That's 8. I was going to place 3 in the middle box, and I'm going to do it now. And this is 6 or 7. Again, surely there must be a knight riding to the rescue somewhere. This is 6 or 7 as well. This is 8. And no, this is ridden to the rescue by a knight from there. So that's a 6, that's a 7, that's a 6, 7, 6, 7. This pair, or no, not this pair. So up here, 6 is here. That 6 looks down at the 6, 7 at the bottom. That looks at the 7, 6 in box 8. And the 7 looks back up to the 7, 8 pair. Then we've got a 3, 4, 5 deadly pattern. And I'm sure the knight's move will do the job somewhere. 3 there is looking at this cell, and it does. Fabulous puzzle. Beautiful symmetry. Very interesting. Lovely work. Chasing steeples. And we completed our steeplechase and found them. But that's good fun. So yes, a steeplechase because of the horse that is the knight's move, of course. Very clever Vitre and great fun. Thank you so much for watching us on the channel. Such a pleasure to have you with us. Please join us again tomorrow and for streaming on Monday. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.